6 fights. He took this fight on just over a week's notice. Second straight fight he's taken on a week's notice. He won on short notice last summer.
He didn't even have time to get a trainer to work with him, so he enlisted cutman Danny Milano as his chief second. The one thing that Vlasov has to look out for early, because you can't depend on Ravelo being in shape down the stretch on quick notice. What Vlasov has to look out for early is the power in that right hand of Ravelo. Sometimes I just am amazed at how a guy like Ravelo, who represented the Dominican Republic in the 2000 Olympics, who was a 1998 U.S. national amateur champ, how bad his form can be and how bad his technique can be. It just shocks me. But the power in the right hand is still real.
Vlasov came in with a right hand. Ravelo countered back.
Ravelo has been knocked out in 2 of his last 4 and KO'd in 3 of his last 6. All his losses in his career have come by knockout.
Vlasov scored well with that left hand moments ago.
Little scouting report for you. Common opponent, Dan Mouton. Vlasov won an 8-round decision, majority decision, tough fight. While Ravelo could not deal with the pressure of Mouton, and he was knocked out in the 8th round.
Vlasov utilizing that jab here. Has Ravelo in the corner now.
I think Vlasov is just going to be steadier, busier. He's going to gradually wear down Ravelo. If Ravelo doesn't catch him with that lightning bolt from the right side. Not to mention, Vlasov's technique is better. His approach is better.
Don't grab, don't grab, don't grab. There you go.
There you go. Jab your way in.
Vlasov has been on the floor in his career, and he showed that heart to get off the floor to win.
He was scheduled to fight Kingsley Akiki. Akiki suffered a broken jaw in sparring last week. Trying to place that right hand on the inside. Ravelo missed wide, swinging over the top, and then holds on, grabbing that top rope to get his balance. A left uppercut from Vlasov. Just got a piece of him, a glancing uppercut on the inside.
When Ravelo moves his head like that, Vlasov should go downstairs.
Coming to the end of round number 1. More to come. Stay with us. Joe and Teddy with you ringside, just outside Spokane, Washington. Round 2. Jerson Ravelo, Maxime Vlasov. Vlasov is 17-0. Ravelo, of course, the once well-regarded prospect, who now is a 4-loss New Jersey-based veteran.
Vlasov 10 years the younger. Ravelo has not been in the ring for 10.5 months. He's had some gaps in his career. 1 year and 3 months, 1 year and 5 months, and most recently 1 year and 3 months for Ravelo.
No more home. Come on.
Teddy, you talked about how it surprised you for the amateur career that Ravelo had, what he turned out to be as a pro in terms of his lack of fundamentals. There's some notable wins he had as an amateur.
Well, right now, Ravelo's doing a good job of at least moving his head and surviving, making punches miss from the undefeated Vlasov. But Vlasov needs to make an adjustment down to the body. The body doesn't move while the head does. So you're going to find the body while you miss the head.
Instead, it's Ravelo who lands a right hand to the body.
For the most part, Ravelo, when he has fought at or a little above the B level, he has been knocked out. I guess the question right now is Vlasov at that level?
Taken out by Alan Green and Andre Ward, who will fight each other tomorrow night. And we were there back in 2004 when he was the highly touted prospect when David Lopez got to him. Of course, Lopez proved to be a much better fighter than people were giving him credit for at the time back in 2004. Very tough hard-nosed veteran.
This is the heaviest weight for Ravelo in over 4 years, taking it on short notice, as you said, Joe. So you have to wonder, if he doesn't win the early rounds, how's he going to be late? What will he have in the gas tank?
Another right hand to the body from Ravelo, and now they're trying to go a little lower that time. Caught the hip and gets the warning from Jeff Macaluso, the referee.
Ravelo gets hit with right hands and gets knocked out by right hands. As we said, he's been knocked out in all his 4 losses. Keeps his left hand down low and tends to leave his head over on the right side in the lane of the right hand. Looks to me like Vlasov trying to set up a right hand by maybe looking down to the body with the jab to Ravelo and then go upstairs as he does there.
Caught him with a right hand when both men opened up there, and you saw Ravelo complain. He yelled out headbutt there as there is blood coming from the right side of his face.
Yeah, 2 headbutts now. No.
There's no doubt that that cut was caused under the right eye of Ravelo by that. A headbutt from Vlasov.
Round number 3 between Jerson Ravelo and Maxim Vlasov. Vlasov, the unbeaten Russian, 17-0. Let's look at the CompuBox statistics from that second round.
Watch your hands now. Watch your hands. Come on. You got to box out of that. You got to box out of that.
This is about the point that I would expect for Vlasov to start using those punch stats a little bit to wear down Ravelo. Start to disintegrate him a little bit, evaporate him like one of those puddles in the summer. The sun starts to just get rid of it. And that's exactly what Vlasov wants to do, get rid of Ravelo a little bit.
Good right hand. A huge right hand from Maxim Vlasov floors Jerson Ravelo.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It is over. A big shot. Teddy, you said right hands have hurt Ravelo throughout his career. He may have just taken the biggest one he has ever absorbed.
Well, he has never improved in his technique. I said that at the beginning. To avoid that punch, was always susceptible from the beginning to now, maybe the end of his career. And Vlasov, once again, like 4 people before him, have knocked out Ravelo, took advantage of that kink in his armor. What I applaud Vlasov for is something I touched on 2 rounds ago. Not for the power in the right hand, but for the way he went about setting it up. He faked downstairs a little bit with the left hand, got the attention, the eyesight of Ravelo down below, and then went upstairs with a clean right. We'll take a look at it right now. A little bit of a left hand just to distract. Ravelo will get another look, and Ravelo falls face first. Blinding left hand takes the vision away from Ravelo, and then the right hand takes the equilibrium and the consciousness away from him. Again, a good right hand there, and you see Vlasov follow through. He pivots his body and his back into that punch.
It was short and sweet and brutal, and you see how his head snapped. Watch it in real time.
Part of that, take another look here. Part of it is the blinding part of the jab from Vlasov, and also, watch right here. Vlasov just beats Ravelo to the mark. Ravelo about to throw something, but the way he throws something, as we talked about, Joe, is with a hitch in it. A little wide, a little bit of a telegraph. And Ravelo was the recipient of Vlasov's punch because Vlasov's punch has no hitch. It gets there straight and pure.
Here's ring announcer Mike Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jeff Macaluso waves a halt to this contest officially at 1 minute, 12 seconds into round number 3. The winner by TKO victory and still undefeated, Maxim Vlasov.